Welcome to Kampong Chhnang in Cambodia. Hi, I'm Stu. I'm a backpacker from England travelling around Southeast Asia, and this is day number 53 of my travels. Now I've come to Kampong Chhnang, left Phnom Penh this morning for a 2-hour drive up north to a small city, large town, and I've come here because most backpackers, when they travel, will go to the same places all the time. Places like Kampong, Phnom Penh, Siem Reap. But I wanted to go somewhere different, somewhere that was authentic Cambodia. And this is where I am. So when you look online for anything to do with this place, it will tell you that there's hardly any Westerners come here. Oh, I had to stop filming there because I was going past 2 schools and all the kids came to the fence to go hello, hello, hello. And this is the centre. This is where I got dropped off, just over there, about half an hour ago. On the bus itself, it was full of Westerners, and I was the only one that got off to come here. I will show you the guest house that I'm staying in a little while, and it is amazing. So there's not a lot of information I know about this place, apart from hardly any Westerners come here. In fact, the guest book, which I had signed in the guest house, I think there's been about 3-4 Westerners in the last month that have come here. But we're going to start off with the centre. As I said, just got dropped off over there. So I'm going to start off with the centre. Obviously, love a good statue. Now, one thing I've found since I've been here is I get a lot of people staring at me, and I think it is because they've got hardly any tourists. But there, you've got a guy on a horse with his hand out, and then some royalty, female, reaching out for him. Oh, he looks serious. Let's have a bit of a close-up. When you go to all these various places around Cambodia as a backpacker, the tourist spots, you find that they've changed the places to accommodate the Westerners by giving them the Western restaurants, etc. And I think this place, you'll find, has got the authentic, as I've said before, Cambodian feel. Now, I was given a map as soon as I walked into the guest house, and I've left it behind, so I have no idea what I'm looking at. But that's Independence Square. I know that, because when I got off the bus, there was a guy that was so helpful and just went, Independence Square. In the street where I am, there's about 3 or 4 coffee shops, and already there's another one there. So they obviously like the coffees here. Oh, there's a market. And it goes on over there as well. Well, you know that this will not be tourist stuff. Looks like a Buddhist temple just there. I will admit that when we drove in on the bus, I was asleep. So when the driver actually woke us up and said we are here, I didn't see anything coming in. I was a little bit confused to see, right, who else is getting off. Can we get through there? Gap. Wait for these motorbikes to cross. Oh wow. That is quite impressive. So it looks like a park. Going all the way down. Scary snakes. Most fountains that I've seen over here don't get turned on till the night time. And in every town, every city, there's one of these. And it is the same statue wherever you go. It's the Cambodian Vietnam Friendship Memorial. Sorry, Cambodian Vietnam Friendship Monument. It's quite big. So this is the view of the city. Obviously that's the market side. But all I'm doing is just having a quick walk out, get a feel for the place, as I've booked for 2 nights to stay here. I would stay a bit longer, however, I looked at my passport last night and realised I have 7 days left of my visa for Cambodia, which is not a lot of time. I think I spent the first couple of weeks just chilling, relaxing and not realising I've got a lot to see. So 2 nights here, and then I need to go and see as much as I can in the last 5 days. So it's going to be a bit hectic. Especially if I want to see the stuff I do want to see, including Siem Reap. Already I get the feel for the architecture. There is definitely a French feel, especially along there. I think I'm heading towards centre of town, the shopping area. That looks like the night market, maybe. Let's have a wander down here. So why did I choose this place? I saw the name on the map, I liked it, I went, let's see what's there. Oh wow. Statues galore and cockles. I am trying to keep my bearings so I don't get too lost. And the traffic here is a lot quieter than Phnom Penh, definitely, and Kampong. I have got the option of renting a bike tomorrow, a scooter, which I might do, and just to get into the local area. Vehicles. Centre is actually quite bigger than what I thought it'd be. More street food. I was walking down this road and I thought I'd better check the map for the first time, and this leads out of town towards the river, and there was a lot of floating villages around here, which I was told about when I first arrived in the guest house. So I'm going to head back up here towards the town hall. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's a small city or a large town. Various websites call it different, so let's call it a big town. The main economy that comes from this town is the production of rice. No tourism yet, which is probably a good thing, because it needs to stay this way, authentic. Getting ready for the market tonight. Oh, is that a park? Oh, in fact, it's a provisional hall. Now, unfortunately, the gates are closed. Can't get in. So, I don't know what the provisional hall is. I'm assuming it's the town hall. Oh, there's cars, there's people in there. And there's a gate over there. Let's go to it. So I just walked from down there, and I don't think, can you hear what's in the background there? Sounds like crickets, birds, but there's a big fountain over there. There's a big sports field over there. But I just walked past this sign. Kampong Chhnang has been declared mine-free province, 2nd of March 2023. That was a year ago, last week. Providing safe ground, creating smiles. Only a year ago, mine-free. Now, assuming that's the province, because that's the name of the province as well. And here is the provincial hall. Are we allowed in? This is security. Will I get stopped? Oh yeah. Hi. Not sure if there was security, but gonna have a wondering anyway. So the noise that was coming from whatever animal it is, coming from over there, them trees, God, they were loud. Yeah, I think this is the governmental offices. All spread out. Statue time. So it looks like there's not a lot here. The government place, I'm guessing. That looks like the main town hall there. So I'm going to have a wander back out and head back towards the guest house and show you the guest house. One thing you don't get in the centre of towns usually are wild monkeys. There's two of them around here. One's just climbed up a tree. Now, in my experience of monkeys over in Southeast Asia, you do not stare them in the eye because they will get violent. So I'm not staring at them, I'm just walking past, hoping that he's not going to stare back at me. And hopefully he's not following us neither. It's just so random. Monkeys in the middle of a major town, well, not major town, a small town, large town, whatever. But yeah, it's just quite happy watching the monkeys. The locals didn't seem that bothered, so I'm assuming there's lots of them around here. So already I'm on the lookout for the monkeys, and already more monkeys. Again, don't look at them in the eye. So they're just on the street corners as well. I'm just looking around just in case there's like a gang of them waiting for Westerners to turn up so they can ambush them. But it looks quite safe around here. The town itself looks really clean. Looks like they're actually quite... Oh, sorry. Sorry. Nearly got run over. I'm nearly at the guest house. But what's my first impressions of Kampong Chhnang? I like it. This place is awesome. Proper Cambodian, no tourists. If you're a backpacker, this is the sort of place you need to come to. So there's a guest house. Alright, let's go about this place. I'm staying in, if there is a sign, it's called the Garden Guesthouse. Garden Guesthouse for me is going to be one of the nicest hostels. I keep saying hostel, nicest guest house I've been at. This is £6 a night. Right, first of all, I'll just show you around the place. It is just so green, and everywhere you look there is inspirational signs. Things like I am free and that is why I am lost. Beautiful definition. A person who is reading this, and they are just all over the place and just so calm. Now for £6 a night I've got a room that's got a fan, but it's just big enough to, what was it? I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the tree. I'm gonna live like tomorrow didn't exist. And bonjour. All around this place is just hammocks, that you can just chill. They've got a restaurant which is only open for breakfast. I mean, hammocks that you can just go and go. I'm sleeping. Simple clothes brand mind. Right. So now I'm going to go show you the room, which I'm so impressed with. So this is the reception area, and I've just seen this one, which I didn't see before. Smile, it looks good on you. And there's my smile. So this is the sitting area. This is my room. Now I only got here, how long have I been out? An hour and a half. So I basically just dumped my bags. So I've got a desk, I've got a double bed, the fan is up there. It is clean, it is so, they've designed it really, really well, thoughtfully. There is aircon, but to get the aircon you've got to pay extra. I think it's double the price. But this is my place for the next 2 days. And to be honest, it's probably one of the better rooms I've had. And the fan was perfect. I've plugged in my laptop in for now. I'm in love with this place. I'm in love with the town. I think I've just chosen a really, really nice spot. And I think for the town itself would be perfect for backpackers. There's not a lot to do touristy wise, but if you want to get away from the craziness of Phnom Penh, 2 hours away is perfect. But tomorrow I'm going to be, like I said, hiring a bike. I'm going to be out and about to see stuff. But if you've enjoyed seeing what I've just seen, then you've got to press that like button. If you want to see more of this town, you better press that subscribe button. If you want to share this with anyone to say, look at this place, you need to come and share away. But until next time, bye bye for now.